ba 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 ba. Let's learn the 3-beat weave, which is a great example of a move where if you have the lead-ups, it'll come. If the lead-ups are still sketchy, it'll be tough. So I recommend going back and making sure you get the lead-ups. If you don't, let's check. Face me, go forward split time. And you need to balance what we're going to do 2-beat weaves on each side. From split time, your player in split time, you can drop past your right foot, right crosses over, and you can loop that. And that needs to feel comfortable. Like, no big thing now. Back to split time. You can also drop past your left foot, swish, swish, and left crosses over, and you can loop that. And notice how, if you're standing stiff like this, that won't work very well. You need to be like, your hands are kind of in front of you, and you're bobbing and weaving a little bit. So if you can do that both ways, and they're equally comfortable, check. You know, you've got one of the lead-ups, and you're ready to proceed. The next lead-up is this thing where you have your arms crossed, and you look to your right shoulder, swing back along a wheel plane and cross. Not like this, because that's a wall plane. So you're going along a wheel plane, cross, finish with a circle. Left poi drops back, crosses over. Right poi drops back, crosses over, cross over, cross over, cross over. If that's working, awesome. You're also ready to proceed. Actually, face this way at first. Take your right poi, and you're going to go over and back, over and back, over and under and back. Over and back, over and back, over and under. And it's that transition that's important. Over and back, over and back, over and under, and then your left hand's here, it's going to cross over. So we're going to do that with the poi. You're going to start at your right side, so your right is crossing over and back. And you can say to yourself, over and back, over and back, over and under. And if you want, just crash. I just want to make sure you go to the over and under. Over and back, over and back, over and under, crash. You can do that several times. It's okay. Over and back. And what you'll notice, over and under, when you go under, that left poi is kind of flying through the air. After a few tries, you'll see how you can cross that left poi. Over and back, over and back, over and under, and and then you're just doing the left on top. That's why it's so important to have these balanced, right? Because now you're in the other 2-beat weave with the left on top. And the left poi is going over and back, over and back, over and under, and then after some tries, you'll see how the right poi will cross. Let's switch this way so the sun's on my face. So you can keep alternating, starting with the left and starting with the right. So let's face this way. Let's start with the left on top, which means it's going to come past the left foot, left's on top, left on top, over and back, over and back, over and under, and again you can crash 10 times in a row. And if you relax with crashing, you'll start to see what's happening. Over and back, over and back, over, and then you'll say, oh, I just cross it over. And oh look, it's the right on top. Over and back, over and back, over and under, left on top, over and back, over and right on top, over and under, left on top, over and under, right on top, under, left on top, under, right on top, under, left on top, under, right on top, under, over and under, over and under, over and under, over. Now, you can't count all the overs and unders because they're overlapping. So in the end, it just feels like right over and left over. And the way I guarantee you'll get there, as long as your 2-beat weaves are equally comfortable, you can do the left on top and back, right? And you can do the right on top and back. Just keep alternating which one you're starting with. So right on top and under, whoop. And then you're letting go, and then you do the left on top and under, And then this is one of those moves where people will get it where they're going, and sometimes they won't believe they've got it. They'll be doing the whole, and I'll say, you've got it. And they'll say, no, but not the, and I'll say, yeah. And they'll say, are you sure? And I'll say, I'm sure, that's the 3-beat weave. But the full 3-beat weave? And I'll say, yes, that's the full 3-beat weave. And then after a while, they'll be like, oh, because once you do it for a while, eventually it makes sense. And you realize, oh, it is a 3-beat weave. I am doing it. And you are. But if you haven't practiced the lead-ups enough, it's less likely to succeed. So we're going to keep coming back to how to beautify and master and get really comfortable with this. Next week, we're going to learn the backward 3-beat weave. The week after that, we're going to learn to turn in the weave. I'm calling them weeks, but they're sections. You can take a month with each section. Then we're going to add windmill and combine them all together and all that good stuff and weave. So you're doing great. As usual, I love it when you send feedback. So if you get stuck anywhere, just ask me a question or send a video of what's going on. If you send a video, if you're having trouble with the final 3-beat weave, make sure to show me the lead-ups. What's going on with the lead-ups, because that's where I'll see whether you've got them right or not, and then I'll know what to say. So I guarantee I will coach you through this, because you can all get it. Maybe you already all do.